Have you ever stopped to think that the way you store money in your home could be the very reason financial abundance seems to slip through your fingers? It might feel like an insignificant habit, but ancient teachings suggest otherwise. The energy surrounding money is deeply influenced by where it is kept, and unknowingly placing it in the wrong spots can block the flow of prosperity. This seemingly small mistake could be anchoring you in a cycle of financial struggle, no matter how hard you try to break free. Throughout history, wisdom traditions have warned about the importance of energy flow, especially when it comes to wealth. Buddhist teachings emphasize that certain spaces within our homes can drain financial energy, preventing abundance from taking root. Today, I bring you an urgent message. Your financial future may be unknowingly sabotaged by the way you handle and store your money. The energy in your home, the places you hide or keep your savings, and the environment you create all play a role in shaping your financial reality. But before fear takes over, know this: you have the power to change everything. A simple shift in awareness and mindful action can transform your home into a magnet for wealth and opportunities. This is not about superstition, but about understanding how energy flows and how small changes can open doors to financial stability and growth. By aligning your actions with the principles of prosperity, you can break free from scarcity and invite lasting abundance into your life. The truth is, prosperity does not begin with how much money you make. It begins with how you treat and respect wealth. It starts with mindful actions, a deep awareness of your surroundings, and a willingness to shift what no longer serves you. The moment you become aware of how energy influences your finances, you take the first step toward transformation. The key lies in the details, the places where you store your money, the objects surrounding it, and the intentions you set. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to attract wealth effortlessly, while others constantly struggle, even when they earn a decent income? The difference often lies not in their external circumstances, but in their relationship with money, their habits, and the energy they cultivate in their space. Money is not just paper. It carries an energy that responds to how it is handled. If placed in areas that promote scarcity, it will behave accordingly, slipping through your fingers no matter how much you try to save. But when stored with intention and respect, it multiplies, bringing financial security and freedom. One of the most overlooked aspects of wealth building is the energy of the home. We often focus on budgeting, investing, and working harder, yet we ignore the very environment in which we live. Buddhist philosophy teaches that every space within a home carries its own energetic imprint. Just as clutter can create mental stress, the wrong storage choices for money can create energetic blocks that limit financial opportunities. The spaces where you keep money should support wealth energy, not work against it. Now, imagine for a moment that every dollar, every coin, and every financial resource you own is alive with energy. When you place it in a space of neglect, disorder, or negative vibration, it absorbs that energy. Over time, this creates a pattern. Money becomes harder to hold on to, unexpected expenses arise, and financial security seems just out of reach. But when stored in a space that radiates prosperity, money feels valued and protected. This shift in energy invites more wealth into your life effortlessly. Think of your home as a reflection of your financial life. If certain areas are neglected, messy, or energetically blocked, they can manifest in your financial reality as obstacles, scarcity, or money slipping away. But when you consciously align your home with abundance, money begins to flow more freely. The key is to identify the energy-draining spots in your home and replace them with wealth-attracting spaces. Perhaps you have never considered that some of the most common places where people store money might be the worst choices from an energetic perspective. They may seem practical, but they can unconsciously repel abundance. Have you ever wondered why, despite your best financial planning, money never seems to last? The answer might lie in the very spots where you store your wealth. Before we dive into specific locations to avoid, take a moment to reflect on your home. Where do you currently keep your money? Do those spaces feel light, organized, and abundant, or do they feel heavy, forgotten, and stagnant? Awareness is the first step toward transformation. Once you recognize the impact of energy on your finances, you can make the necessary changes to invite prosperity into your life. Now, let's begin with one of the most common mistakes people make: storing money under the mattress. This practice has been around for centuries, often associated with security and secrecy. People feel that keeping money close to where they sleep offers protection, but according to ancient teachings, this is one of the worst places to store wealth. Your bed is where you rest, heal, and rejuvenate. It should be a space of relaxation, free from worries and attachments. When money is placed under the mattress, it creates an energetic imbalance. The vibrations of rest and renewal clash with the vibrations of financial attachment, creating an underlying sense of anxiety. Have you ever noticed how some people experience restless sleep when they store money under their bed? That's because the energy of money, when confined in such a space, becomes stagnant, weighed down by hidden fears and insecurities. Money is meant to flow, to be in motion, to circulate and return multiplied. But when kept under pressure, literally compressed under a mattress, it absorbs the energy of restriction. Instead of attracting more abundance, it becomes heavy, symbolizing financial burdens. This trapped energy manifests in real life as financial struggles, unexpected expenses, or a feeling that money is always just out of reach. Beyond the energetic impact, the practice of hiding money under the mattress is often rooted in fear. Fear of banks, fear of loss, fear of the unknown. This fear seeps into your financial reality, reinforcing a scarcity mindset. Every time you sleep above your hidden money, you unconsciously reaffirm that wealth is something to be feared and protected, rather than something to be cultivated and expanded. Over time, this can limit financial opportunities, making it harder to attract the wealth you desire. Your bed should be a sacred space for renewal, a place where you wake up feeling refreshed and ready to embrace new opportunities. Keeping money under it disrupts this process, intertwining financial stress with rest, making it difficult to achieve peace of mind. If you want to invite abundance, it's essential to release this stagnant energy and find a more appropriate place for your wealth. By choosing a better location for your money, you signal to the universe that you are ready for financial growth. You create space for prosperity to enter your life freely, without restrictions or energetic blockages. This small shift can make a significant difference in how money flows into your life, setting the stage for greater stability and abundance. Another common yet energy-draining place where people unknowingly store money is the kitchen. At first glance, this might seem like a logical choice. After all, the kitchen represents nourishment, warmth, and family. Some people even believe that keeping money in the kitchen connects it to abundance, as this is where food, a symbol of wealth, is prepared and shared. However, according to Buddhist principles, the kitchen is not an ideal place for storing money, and doing so could unintentionally disrupt your financial energy. The kitchen is a place of constant transformation. Heat, fire, and movement define this space. It is where raw ingredients are broken down and reshaped into meals, where elements change form under fire and water. Storing money in this environment exposes it to unstable energy, creating financial instability. The constant cooking and transformation in the kitchen may symbolically translate into money being in a state of flux, never settled, always being spent or consumed faster than it can accumulate. One of the worst spots in the kitchen to store money is inside a cupboard. A kitchen cupboard is a space that often remains closed, dark, and overlooked. Money hidden in such a place absorbs the qualities of stagnation and forgetfulness, mirroring the feeling of money slipping through your hands, becoming inaccessible just when you need it most. Instead of actively circulating and attracting abundance, money stored in a dark cupboard becomes dormant, reflecting a financial life marked by stagnation, missed opportunities, and unexpected losses. Furthermore, the kitchen is a place where food is prepared and consumed daily. Keeping money in this environment can symbolically link it to the idea of depletion. Just as food gets used up and disappears, so does wealth. When money is associated with something that is meant to be consumed, it carries the energy of being spent rather than being multiplied. Over time, this can manifest in real-life financial struggles, where no matter how much you earn, expenses always seem to consume everything before you have a chance to save or invest. Another factor to consider is the kitchen's exposure to heat and humidity. Heat is associated with impulse, urgency, and sometimes chaos. If money is stored in a kitchen space exposed to high temperatures, it can energetically translate to impulsive financial decisions, excessive spending, and a lack of stability. Humidity, on the other hand, represents confusion and emotional instability. When money is stored in an environment with too much moisture, it absorbs the energy of uncertainty, making it difficult to make clear and rational financial choices. The kitchen, while a vital space in the home, is simply not a place where financial energy can remain stable and secure. If you've been storing money in the kitchen, consider relocating it to a more intentional and energetically balanced space, one that encourages growth, protection, and prosperity rather than constant spending and depletion. Another space to avoid at all costs when it comes to storing money is the bathroom. While it may sound unusual, many people hide money in bathroom cabinets, behind mirrors, or even in the tank of the toilet, believing that these discreet locations offer security. However, according to Buddhist principles, the bathroom is one of the worst places for financial energy, as it is a space of release, cleansing, and disposal. The primary function of the bathroom is to remove waste, toxins, and impurities from the body. It is a place of purification, where energy is constantly being washed away. When money is stored in this environment, it is symbolically linked to being discarded, drained, and lost. This can manifest in financial struggles, where money flows out of your life as quickly as it enters, making it difficult to accumulate wealth or build long-term stability. The movement of water in the bathroom is another significant factor. Water is an element associated with flow, and while it is necessary for cleansing, it can also represent financial instability when present in excess. In the bathroom, water is always moving, down drains, through pipes, into the sewer. Storing money in such a place can energetically translate into money disappearing from your life unexpectedly, as if it is being flushed away before you even have a chance to use it. Moreover, the bathroom carries a low vibrational energy, as it is a place where waste and discarded energy accumulate. Keeping money in a space associated with removal and disposal reinforces an unconscious connection between finances and loss. It's no surprise that people who hide money in the bathroom often experience sudden financial setbacks, unexplained expenses, or an inability to save. The privacy of the bathroom may give an illusion of security, but energetically it offers no protection for money. The energy in this space is not conducive to financial stability. If you have been storing money in your bathroom, even in the smallest amounts, consider removing it immediately. Choose a space that represents protection, growth, and abundance. somewhere that symbolizes financial security rather than financial loss. Another seemingly convenient yet energetically disruptive place to store money is near electronic devices. In modern homes, it is common to have money stored in a drawer near a television, inside a desk next to a laptop, or even placed beside a microwave. While these locations may seem practical, Buddhist teachings suggest that electronic devices interfere with financial energy in a way that can lead to instability, loss, and poor financial decision-making. Electronic devices emit electromagnetic waves that create chaotic, fast-moving energy. These waves disrupt the stability of financial energy, making money stored nearby susceptible to unpredictability. When money is kept close to electronics, it absorbs this restless energy, which can manifest as impulsive spending, reckless financial decisions, or unexpected financial troubles. Have you ever noticed that when you store money near a television or a laptop, it seems to disappear just as quickly as it arrived? This is not a coincidence. It is the energetic influence of unstable surroundings. In addition to causing financial instability, electronics are also associated with distraction and unchecked consumption. Televisions, smartphones, and computers often encourage mindless spending, impulse buying, and digital distractions. Placing money near these devices can energetically link finances to consumption rather than accumulation, reinforcing a subconscious urge to spend rather than save. Furthermore, electronic devices are often associated with stress. The modern world has made technology an integral part of work and daily life, but it also contributes to mental fatigue, anxiety, and burnout. If money is stored near a device that generates stress, such as a laptop used for work or a phone that constantly receives notifications, it absorbs this anxious energy. Over time, this can lead to a financial life filled with tension, worry, and instability. To protect your financial energy, it is best to store money away from electronic devices. Choose a space that is calm, balanced, and free from technological interference. A secure, energetically stable location will help money retain its positive vibrations, ensuring that it attracts more abundance rather than being affected by the chaotic energy of modern technology. Understanding where not to store money is just as important as knowing where to place it. Each environment carries a unique vibration that can either support or weaken your financial growth. By avoiding these energy-draining spaces, you open yourself up to the possibility of greater financial stability, unexpected opportunities, and an overall sense of security in your financial life. Another place that many people mistakenly believe is a safe spot for money, storage, is the attic. The attic, often seen as a convenient location to store things that are rarely used, holds an energy that is far from ideal for wealth. In Buddhist philosophy, the attic represents what is above us, what is distant and often forgotten. Storing money in such a place can create a symbolic separation between you and your financial resources, making it feel as though prosperity is always just out of reach. When you place money in the attic, it becomes part of a space that is typically filled with dust, old belongings, and forgotten memories. The energy in attics is stagnant because they are rarely visited, filled with clutter, and disconnected from daily life. This stagnation seeps into anything stored there, including money. Instead of being an active force that circulates, grows, and attracts abundance, money kept in the attic takes on an energy of dormancy and inaccessibility. If you've ever felt like, no matter how much you try to save, your money seems locked away, difficult to access, or constantly insufficient, take a moment to reflect on where you keep it. The attic's energy of neglect and forgetfulness may be contributing to a sense of financial delay, making it harder to achieve wealth and stability. Money should be treated as a living energy, one that flows and moves freely. Storing it in a forgotten space limits its potential, just as opportunities seem to slip away when financial energy is not nurtured properly. Another important consideration is that attics are often filled with unused items, things that people hold on to but never truly need. This energy of unnecessary accumulation affects money as well. Just as the objects in the attic are rarely touched, money stored there may feel inaccessible when needed most. If you've ever struggled with financial stagnation, where it seems like wealth is accumulating elsewhere but never quite available to you, check whether you are keeping your money in a place that reflects that very energy, out of reach, collecting dust, rather than being actively engaged with your life. Similarly, the garage is another space that should never be used for storing money. At first, it may seem practical. Perhaps you have a locked box, a safe, or a discreet hiding spot in the garage. However, the garage is a space of transition, constantly in motion. Vehicles come and go, tools are moved, and storage shifts regularly. In Buddhist teachings, money requires a stable, protected energy to multiply and grow. Keeping it in a space defined by movement can create instability in your financial life, making wealth feel temporary rather than secure. The energy of a garage is not one of permanence. It is a place of passage, where things are stored only temporarily before being used, discarded, or moved elsewhere. When money is kept in such a space, it absorbs this transient energy, leading to difficulties in saving, unexpected financial losses, or an overall feeling that no matter how much money comes in, it flows out just as quickly. Have you ever felt like financial stability is just within reach, only for an unexpected expense to come up and drain your resources? The garage's unstable energy may be influencing this pattern. Furthermore, garages often house a mix of items, many of which are either broken, forgotten, or waiting to be discarded. The energy of disorder and disuse affects everything within that space. When money is stored in an environment of clutter and neglect, it takes on that same vibration. Instead of feeling abundant and well-managed, your finances may begin to feel chaotic, disorganized, or constantly under threat. Another important factor to consider is the presence of vehicles in the garage. Cars symbolize movement, travel, and departure. Keeping money in a place where cars frequently leave and return can translate into financial instability, where money leaves faster than it arrives. If you've ever experienced periods of financial ups and downs, where money enters your life but never stays long enough to create real security, consider whether the energy of constant movement in the garage is influencing your finances. Instead of keeping money in transitional spaces, choose locations that symbolize security and permanence. A stable, dedicated space for financial resources creates the right energy for wealth to grow. A protected, intentional location tells the universe that you value and respect money, which in turn attracts financial opportunities rather than uncertainty. Another deceptive location that people assume is a secure spot for money is an office desk or drawer. Many believe that because an office represents work and productivity, it is a good place to store money. However, Buddhist teachings suggest otherwise. The office space is often filled with mental energy, planning, problem-solving, and, in many cases, stress. Storing money in a place that is constantly occupied with thoughts of work can create an association between finances and tension, making wealth feel like a burden rather than a blessing. An office is a place of intense mental activity. Bills, paperwork, deadlines, and to-do lists fill this space, often bringing a heavy energy of responsibility and pressure. When money is stored in an environment where stress and overthinking are common, it absorbs these vibrations. Over time, this can manifest as financial anxiety, where money becomes something to constantly worry about, rather than something that flows naturally and effortlessly. Another challenge with keeping money in an office drawer is that workspaces tend to accumulate clutter. Papers, receipts, and miscellaneous objects fill office desks and drawers, creating an environment of disorganization. Money, when stored in such a place, takes on this chaotic energy, leading to financial confusion, poor decision-making, and difficulties in managing resources effectively. Have you ever felt like your finances are scattered, difficult to track, or constantly slipping through your hands? The disorganized energy of your workspace may be influencing how money behaves in your life. Just as a messy desk can create mental overwhelm, a cluttered financial space can lead to missed opportunities, forgotten expenses, and an overall feeling of instability. Moreover, offices are often places of intense decision-making. Hard choices, negotiations, and problem-solving happen here daily. Storing money in this environment can charge it with an energy of conflict and pressure. Instead of being associated with peace and prosperity, money stored in an office may become linked to stress, making financial decisions feel heavy and burdensome. To create a more harmonious relationship with money, it is essential to choose a space that represents ease, stability, and clarity. Instead of keeping money in a workspace filled with stress and mental clutter, consider relocating it to a place that promotes positive financial energy, a space that feels intentional and secure. Money is not just a tool for transactions, it carries energy that interacts with its surroundings. When stored in spaces that drain, confuse, or disrupt its energy, it becomes difficult to hold on to and even harder to multiply. But when placed in an environment that reflects prosperity, security, and respect, it grows effortlessly, bringing financial peace and stability. Understanding where not to store money is a crucial step in transforming your financial reality. The energy of your home influences your wealth in ways you may not have realized before. By consciously choosing where to keep your money, you create an environment that supports abundance rather than scarcity. The journey to financial prosperity does not begin with how much you earn. It begins with how you manage and respect the energy of money. Every choice you make regarding where you store it, how you treat it, and the energy you surround it with plays a role in determining your financial future. By aligning yourself with principles of balance and awareness, you open the door to financial opportunities that were previously blocked by unseen energetic forces. Now that you are aware of the spaces that can unknowingly disrupt financial stability, it is time to focus on where money should be kept to attract prosperity rather than scarcity. Understanding the energy of wealth is just as important as understanding financial strategies. Buddhist teachings, along with ancient wisdom from various cultures, emphasize that money should be treated with respect and stored in places that symbolize security, growth, and abundance. The right placement can create an energetic foundation that allows wealth to flow effortlessly into your life. One of the best places to store money is inside a dedicated safe or a secure box. Unlike the chaotic energy of the places we previously discussed, a safe represents stability, protection, and intentionality. When you place money in a well-maintained safe, you are reinforcing the belief that your wealth is secure and protected. This act sends a powerful signal to your subconscious mind, aligning your thoughts and actions with financial security. A safe should be placed in an area of your home associated with calmness and prosperity. The bedroom closet, for example, can be an excellent choice if it is organized and free of clutter. A location that is hidden yet accessible ensures that money remains energetically protected while still being within reach when needed. The simple act of storing wealth in a well-thought-out space cultivates a mindset of abundance rather than fear. Beyond physical security, the material of the container also matters. In Buddhist traditions, certain materials are believed to carry energy that influences prosperity. A ceramic or wooden container, for example, is a favorable choice for storing money. Wood is connected to growth and natural balance, while ceramic has grounding properties that help absorb negative energy. When money is placed in such a container, it remains energetically pure and aligned with financial expansion. The location of your money storage should not only be secure, but also free from distractions and unnecessary movement. Spaces that are frequently disturbed can disrupt the energy of money. For example, placing money near a door where people frequently pass through can lead to an unconscious association with money coming and going too quickly. Instead, a quiet, undisturbed spot allows money to accumulate positive energy and grow without disruption. Another powerful method of reinforcing financial energy is by surrounding money with symbols of prosperity. Many Eastern traditions emphasize the importance of visual reminders that enhance the attraction of wealth. Placing money near objects that symbolize abundance, such as healthy green plants, gold coins, or crystals like pyrite and citrine, can amplify the energy of financial success. These elements create a vibrational frequency that harmonizes with wealth, strengthening its presence in your life. Crystals have long been used in spiritual traditions to attract abundance. Citrine, often called the merchant's stone, is believed to enhance financial success and draw in opportunities for wealth. Pyrite, known for its golden metallic luster, symbolizes prosperity and the manifestation of wealth. Keeping these stones near your money storage space can help maintain a high vibration that aligns with financial expansion. Additionally, a designated wealth drawer is an excellent way to create an intentional space for money. This should be a clean, well-organized drawer that is used exclusively for storing financial resources. To enhance its energy, you can place small affirmations or prosperity mantras inside, reinforcing positive beliefs about money. Each time you open this drawer, the presence of these affirmations reminds you that you are in control of your financial destiny. Affirmations such as, "I attract abundance effortlessly," or "My wealth is constantly growing and expanding," can be written on small pieces of paper and placed inside the drawer. Over time, these statements help reprogram your subconscious mind, replacing limiting beliefs with empowering thoughts that support financial success. The process of storing money should also be accompanied by mindful rituals that reinforce abundance. Money is not just a physical object, it carries energy that interacts with the intentions you set. Before placing money in your safe, drawer, or container, take a moment to express gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for attracting abundance. By acknowledging the wealth you already have, you create a positive, energetic loop that invites more prosperity into your life. Before storing money, you can hold it in your hands for a few moments and say a simple but powerful affirmation. I am grateful for the financial resources that flow into my life. I respect and value my wealth, and it grows abundantly. This small but meaningful ritual transforms money from something passive into an active force that supports your well-being. Another essential practice is regularly cleansing the space where you store money. Just as our homes accumulate dust and clutter, financial energy can become stagnant if not refreshed. Energy cleansing can be done using incense, essential oils, or sound vibrations like bells or singing bowls. This practice ensures that the space remains energetically vibrant, allowing money to flow freely rather than becoming stuck. If you've ever experienced times when your finances feel blocked, where money seems to come in but never stays, it could be due to an accumulation of stagnant energy. Cleansing the area where you store money removes any lingering negativity and refreshes its energetic field. In addition to creating a high-vibration space for money, daily visualization can further enhance its energy. Visualization is a powerful technique used in spiritual traditions and modern success strategies alike. Each day, take a few moments to close your eyes and imagine your money multiplying. See yourself opening your wealth drawer or safe and finding it filled with financial abundance. Feel the emotions of gratitude and security as if this reality has already manifested. By consistently reinforcing this vision, you train your mind to expect and accept financial success. The more you align your thoughts with abundance, the more opportunities for prosperity will naturally appear in your life. Another crucial factor in attracting and maintaining wealth is adopting an abundance mindset. Many people unknowingly push financial opportunities away due to limiting beliefs formed in childhood or through societal conditioning. Phrases like "money is hard to come by" or "rich people are greedy" create unconscious resistance to financial success. If these beliefs are not addressed, they can act as unseen barriers that prevent wealth from flowing into your life. A simple way to shift from scarcity thinking to an abundance mindset is by becoming aware of the language you use around money. Instead of saying, "I can't afford that," try rephrasing it to, "How can I create the financial means to afford this?" This subtle change in language shifts your mindset from limitation to possibility. Surrounding yourself with positive influences also plays a significant role in financial transformation. Pay attention to the people you interact with and the conversations you engage in. If those around you constantly complain about money or express beliefs of lack, it can negatively impact your own financial energy. Instead, seek out books, teachings, and mentors who reinforce a mindset of abundance. Prosperity is not just about how much money you earn, it is about the energy you cultivate around wealth. When you align yourself with principles of abundance, make intentional choices about where and how you store your money, and reinforce these choices with gratitude and visualization, you naturally attract financial opportunities. The key to lasting wealth lies in the small, mindful habits that shape your financial reality. Each action you take, from where you store money to how you think about it, contributes to the larger picture of your financial future. By making simple but intentional shifts, you can break free from cycles of scarcity and invite prosperity into your life in ways you never imagined. Attracting wealth is not just about where you store money, it is also about how you interact with it daily. Many people struggle financially not because they lack opportunities, but because they unknowingly create energetic blocks that prevent money from staying and multiplying. By understanding the subtle ways in which energy interacts with wealth, you can take control of your financial reality and shift from a cycle of scarcity to a life of abundance. One of the most powerful yet often overlooked aspects of financial energy is gratitude. The way you think and feel about money directly impacts how it flows into your life. If you constantly worry about lack or feel resentment toward wealth, you create an energetic wall that pushes money away. But when you express gratitude for the money you already have, no matter how little, you shift into a frequency that attracts more abundance. Gratitude for money can be practiced in simple yet powerful ways. Before making a purchase, take a moment to silently thank the money for allowing you to buy what you need. When receiving money, whether from a job, a gift, or an unexpected source, pause to acknowledge it with appreciation. Instead of seeing money as something that is always leaving, begin to view it as something that is constantly circulating, bringing you what you need and returning to you in greater amounts. Another essential practice is treating money with respect. Many people unknowingly disrespect their wealth by carelessly handling cash, leaving coins scattered in random places, or stuffing bills into pockets and purses without thought. These small habits may seem insignificant, but they send a message to the subconscious mind that money is unimportant or disposable. To shift this energy, start handling money with care. Organize your wallet, keep bills neatly arranged, and avoid crumpling or neglecting cash. If you use digital banking, apply the same level of mindfulness. Check your accounts with appreciation, set positive intentions for your savings, and avoid treating money as something that is always slipping away. When you treat money with respect, it responds by flowing into your life in greater abundance. Beyond gratitude and respect, financial energy is also influenced by the environment in which you store your money. Even if you've chosen an energetically aligned location, it is crucial to keep that space clean, organized, and free from unnecessary clutter. A cluttered financial space leads to a cluttered financial life, where money feels chaotic and unpredictable. Regularly decluttering the area where you store money ensures that the energy remains fresh and conducive to prosperity. If you have a designated wealth drawer or safe, make sure it is not filled with unnecessary items that distract from its purpose. Keeping this space intentional and well-maintained reinforces the idea that money is valued, protected, and respected in your home. In addition to physical organization, cleansing the energy of your financial space is equally important. Energy cleansing techniques such as burning sage or Palo Santo, using sound vibrations like bells or singing bowls, or placing protective crystals near money storage areas help remove any lingering negative energy. This simple practice ensures that the space remains energetically aligned with abundance. Another transformative practice is setting financial intentions. Money, like any form of energy, responds to the intentions we attach to it. Before storing money in your designated space, take a moment to set a clear financial intention. This can be as simple as affirming, "This money grows and multiplies in my life," or "I am a magnet for wealth and prosperity." By consciously infusing money with positive energy before storing it, you reinforce the belief that it is working for you rather than against you. Over time, this shifts the subconscious programming around wealth, making financial abundance feel natural rather than elusive. Beyond storing and handling money with care, another essential practice for attracting abundance is mindful spending. Many people experience financial struggle not because they lack income, but because they spend unconsciously, allowing money to leave without awareness. Mindful spending is not about restriction or deprivation. It is about making financial choices that align with your values and long-term goals. Before making a purchase, ask yourself, does this add value to my life? Does it align with my financial goals? By cultivating awareness around spending, you develop a healthier relationship with money, one that is based on intention rather than impulse. This practice ensures that money is used wisely, creating stability and abundance rather than financial stress. In Buddhist teachings, generosity is another powerful force for attracting wealth. The act of giving, when done with genuine intent, creates a cycle of abundance that ensures money flows freely in and out of your life. Many people mistakenly believe that holding on to money tightly will make them wealthy, but true financial security comes from the ability to allow money to circulate. Giving does not mean reckless spending. It means sharing from a place of abundance, knowing that what you give will return to you in even greater amounts. Whether it is donating to a cause, helping someone in need, or simply sharing wealth with gratitude, acts of generosity reinforce the belief that there is always enough. When you give with an open heart, you align yourself with the flow of abundance. Instead of seeing money as something that must be hoarded or protected, you begin to trust in its natural circulation. This shift in perspective removes fear-based attachments to money, allowing it to come to you more effortlessly. Financial prosperity is not just about how much you earn. It is about how you engage with money on every level. From where you store it, how you handle it, and the mindset you cultivate, every action you take shapes your financial reality. By aligning with the principles of respect, gratitude, organization, mindful spending, and generosity, you create an environment where wealth is naturally attracted to you. As you begin to implement these practices, you will start noticing small yet significant shifts in your financial life. Unexpected opportunities may arise. Money may come to you from unexpected sources, and financial stress will gradually be replaced with a sense of security and ease. This is not magic. It is the power of aligning your energy with abundance. Many people spend their lives chasing wealth without realizing that the key to prosperity has always been within them. True financial success does not come from luck or external circumstances. It comes from the energy you cultivate within your own home, mind, and actions. When you align yourself with the frequency of abundance, wealth naturally finds its way to you. Everything you need to create financial prosperity is already within your reach. The way you store money, the respect you show it, and the intentions you set all play a role in shaping your financial destiny. When you shift from a mindset of fear and scarcity to one of trust and abundance, money becomes a powerful ally rather than a source of stress. Your financial future is not determined by external forces. It is created by the small, mindful choices you make every day. By choosing to store money in spaces that radiate stability, practicing gratitude, handling wealth with care, and embracing a mindset of abundance, you unlock the doors to financial freedom. Understanding the energy of money is the first step toward lasting financial transformation, but the true power lies in how you apply this wisdom in your daily life. Prosperity is not an accident. It is a result of conscious actions, aligned intentions, and the energy you cultivate in your environment. Now that you know where not to store your money and how to create a space that attracts abundance, it is time to reinforce these lessons with daily rituals and habits that keep financial energy flowing positively. One of the simplest yet most powerful habits you can develop is speaking positively about money. Many people unknowingly repel wealth by constantly complaining about financial struggles, speaking about money with frustration, or reinforcing limiting beliefs like "money is hard to come by" or "I never have enough." These statements, when repeated, become ingrained in the subconscious mind, shaping your financial reality in ways you may not even realize. Instead of reinforcing scarcity, begin to shift your language to reflect abundance. Replace limiting statements with affirmations like "money flows easily into my life" or "I am always provided for financially." Even if you do not see immediate changes, this practice rewires your subconscious over time, making wealth feel more natural and attainable. Another daily practice that enhances financial energy is maintaining a wealth-conscious mindset. This means making financial decisions with awareness rather than operating on autopilot. Instead of spending impulsively or worrying about money without taking action, develop a habit of reviewing your finances regularly. Set aside a few minutes each day to check your accounts, acknowledge the money you have, and express gratitude for the financial resources available to you. If you have a wealth drawer, a safe, or a dedicated financial space in your home, make it a habit to interact with it intentionally. When you place money in this space, do so with appreciation rather than fear. View it as a growing source of security rather than something that needs to be hoarded. This shift in perception changes your relationship with money, making it feel like a supportive force rather than something you are constantly chasing or struggling to keep. Visualization is another key technique for reinforcing financial abundance. Each morning or before bed, take a few moments to close your eyes and imagine your ideal financial life. See yourself living in comfort, having more than enough money for your needs, and feeling at peace with your financial situation. Visualize your wealth growing effortlessly, with new opportunities constantly appearing. The more you practice this, the more your mind begins to accept this vision as reality, aligning your actions and energy with financial success. In Buddhist teachings, the practice of mindfulness extends to all aspects of life, including finances. Mindful wealth management is about being present in your financial decisions, making intentional choices, and understanding the energetic impact of how you handle money. Instead of fearing expenses, view them as an exchange of energy, money flowing out to create value and returning to you in greater amounts. Generosity is another principle deeply connected to wealth energy. Many people mistakenly believe that holding on to money tightly will make them wealthier, but true abundance comes from a mindset of flow. When you give with gratitude, whether through charitable donations, helping someone in need, or simply sharing what you have, you reinforce the belief that money is abundant and always replenishing. Giving does not mean being reckless with money or overextending yourself financially. Instead, it means practicing generosity with an open heart, knowing that whatever you share will return to you multiplied. The energy of giving is one of the most powerful ways to attract prosperity, as it aligns you with the natural cycle of abundance. To deepen your connection with financial abundance, consider incorporating small, wealth-attracting rituals into your routine. One simple yet effective ritual is keeping a small amount of seed money in your designated wealth space. This can be a specific bill or coin that you never spend, symbolizing a continuous source of wealth that always remains in your life. This symbolic practice reinforces the idea that you are never without money and that wealth is always present in some form. Over time, this creates a psychological and energetic shift that makes financial security feel more natural and expected. Another powerful ritual is the practice of setting financial intentions with water. In many spiritual traditions, water is seen as a conductor of energy and intention. Before drinking a glass of water in the morning, take a moment to hold it in your hands and silently set an intention for financial prosperity. Visualize the energy of abundance flowing into the water, and as you drink it, imagine that prosperity becoming a part of you. This simple yet profound practice aligns your mind, body, and spirit with wealth energy, reinforcing your financial goals on a subconscious level. The more you incorporate these small yet intentional actions into your daily life, the more you cultivate a reality where financial abundance feels natural and effortless. The journey to prosperity is not about luck or external circumstances. It is about the choices you make every day. By treating money with respect, storing it in places that support abundance, and reinforcing positive financial energy through gratitude, visualization, and mindfulness, you take control of your financial destiny. Many people spend their lives feeling powerless over their financial situation, believing that wealth is something that only a select few can achieve. But true abundance is not about luck or privilege. It is about aligning yourself with the energy of prosperity through conscious choices and intentional habits. You do not need to change everything overnight. Small, consistent actions create lasting financial transformation. Start by reassessing where you store your money, clearing out energy-draining spaces, and creating a dedicated area that symbolizes security and growth. Then incorporate daily practices that reinforce abundance, whether it is gratitude, visualization, mindful spending, or generosity. As you begin to shift your relationship with money, you will start to see real changes in your financial life. Opportunities will appear where they did not exist before, money will flow more easily, and financial stress will be replaced with a sense of security and ease. The power to create prosperity is already within you. It is not something external that must be chased. It is a frequency that you align with through your thoughts, actions, and environment. By honoring the energy of money, making intentional financial choices, and maintaining a mindset of abundance, you open yourself to a life of financial freedom and success. Every moment offers an opportunity to step into a more abundant reality. The question is, are you ready to take that step?